ugly introduction. Snow, heartaches, heartbreaks, headache.
It's the 2K Sports pregame.
Growing up, it wasn't no joke. Remember, all we had was hope. All we did was soap. No detergent, what soap? I caught on to my environment. Had to, I had to grow. Thought she asked if I could see, but she really wants some. I've been stepped on, pushed over. I've been only by the police with my hands. I've been spit at.
On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics. At the power forward, Robert Williams. At shooting guard, Jaylen Brown. At center, Al Horford. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving. The head coach of the visiting team is Brad Stevens. Let's be told, Brooklyn Trailblazers. At the small position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, Elton Turner. The other forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 8, Al-Farouq Aminu. At center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 27, Yusuf Nurkic. Starting at shooting guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 3, CJ McCollum. At guard, 6'3" from Weber State, wearing number 0. The head coach of your home team is Terry Scott. Once again, your Brooklyn Trailblazers.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And you know what? This may be the most dangerous team in the league right now. The way they've been playing, they're a team that no one will want to see in the postseason.
Well, fellas, this is how you map it out. Get stronger as the year goes on. Reach your peak just in time for the playoffs. Better watch out for these guys.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gate. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. There at the backcourt. Horford is out there with Williams. And it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. No one near Turner as he let it go. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Chris, you've played against the Blazers and in Portland so many times in your career. Explain the love the city has for this terrific team.
Well, Portland actually is my favorite arena to play in. I love the floor, the seats, the light there. I just love playing there. I mean, the city lives and dies with the Blazers. They have crazy, die-hard fans there in Rip City. I mean, very few teams have a devoted fan base as the Blazers do.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what you love about Tatum is that scoring gene, but with efficiency, both from the field and the line.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So that's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now off the inbound, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Irving's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
McCollum against Brown. Nurkic can't hit.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And that one, good.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Irving against Lillard. Shot to stop the run. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving from long range. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
Now Turner following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
No for their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. I'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Terry Stotts. David?
Well, guys, he said he's expecting his defense on the interior to be important. He said we can protect the rim with our shot blocking. We want to keep them outside of the paint, but if we get inside, our ability to deny can come in handy tonight. Devin, we'll see if he's right. Back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Oh, and it could lead to some easy points too, Greg. I bet you that they turn a lot of turnovers into transition buckets today.
Chris, I don't think Damian Lillard will ever be accused of lacking confidence. He'll tell you about how great he is all the time.
And that isn't a knock. I mean, all top NBA players need to believe that. Lillard has said he feels he deserves to be All-NBA. Sometimes it just feels like he's looking disrespected just so he can use it as motivation during the season.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
It's Brown with the drive. Good assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's already his second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
A different look now for Portland. Leonard comes in for Nurkic, and Harkless is subbed in for Turner. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Lillard with it, guarded now by Irving. Leonard kicks to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Off the left rim and out. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And Horford really shows off his nice passing with that dime. For a big man, he sees the floor very well.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Knocked away and stolen by Irving. Here's Tatum and slam dunk by Tatum.
Great anticipation, quick hands. Who's saying Irving can't play defense?
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And let's check out some stats for Horford. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in coming days.
A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Aminu. And Stauskas subbed in for Lillard. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Tatum. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Irving. Now, here's Collins. 9 points last game. Just 5 to shoot. Stauskas pass to Leonard. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and train.
To the middle, here's Baines. Count the bucket, coming up a perfectly placed assist. Baines has got his first basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Collins kicks to Stauskas. The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And both free throws good for Stauskas. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Oklahoma City. Smart passes to McCaw. To the inside, Haynes, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he plays big.
Here's Stauskas. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the basket by McCullough.
And McCullough gets his shot off from anywhere, even down in the paint. He doesn't rush anything.
Smart kicks to Baines. Pass to McCaw. Here's Morris. From past the arc. And Harkless pulls it down. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's McCollum. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Celtics leading by 5. Morris passes to Tice. In the corner, it's Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Got it!
Did he make it? He hit that?
What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
Blind luck, Greg. I mean, he lets it fly and bang, right on target.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We'll return shortly. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And this has been a fairly close game first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Playing smart in this first period, right there, unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
C.J. McCollum out there with Stauskas. That's Collins. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Clock at 4. They get it back.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, the former teammates have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. So you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into rhythm. They're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so you know him, you may know he's going to do that. And also you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, you can practice against them. That's a good thing.
The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw shot tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Damian Lillard's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Marcus Smart. Here's Stauskas. He kicks to Lillard. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Kyrie Irving's checked in for McCaw. We're now 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's a drive by Nurkic.
Oh, and all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
Irving finds Williams. Now here's Brown. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Brown no good on the free throw.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his effort.
Takes the 13th third, and a kind roll that time off the rim as it one falls.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tee him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Now Lillard, 23 points for him the last game against Houston. To the paint, here's Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Irving kicks to Brown. To the middle, just his first attempt. Bank shot, no good.
You know, don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Irving can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The shy Lillard wide open. No good on the 3. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown kicks to Williams. Passes to Horford. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Jacks up a 3. And Boston with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Horford the pass to Tatum. Back to Horford. Here's Williams. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. To the inside. Here's Stauskas. That one falls. Stauskas has got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
So the Celtics call timeout. Their first. Leonard, he checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Nick Stauskas. The Celtics also with a sub. Tice is checked in. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Rockets. And that one's good, Irving.
Right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the breaker. Now, he might have to sit out until that time.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. Now, here's Aminu. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown in that role the last few seasons.
Collins checked in for Portland. Good on the second free throw. And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor, realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he can not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Tatum's a good ball handler. Manipulates the pace. I mean, gets to wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Irving. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, Kev, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Portland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Launches a 3. He scores a 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He got into double digits for the... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. Leading way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 19 points and 1 assist. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit. They got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
On the floor for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're at the backcourt. Williams is out there with Ford, and it's Tatum in at the 3. Lillard against Irving. And that one's good. Lillard's got the first basket of the second half here for the Trailblazers. Irving for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. The pass to McCollum. Turner against Tatum. Tries from 16. Offensive rebound.
Man, he's so solid and anticipating where misses are going. And Minu, he's crafty when it comes to crashing the glass.
Tatum drives in. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared, then come out and give up that? No.
And the more we see from McCollum in the NBA, the more his edge, Chris, comes out game after game. He is a fiery competitor.
Well, I love that McCollum will get right in the face of the opposition and talk right back. I mean, he backs up what he says with this game, so why not? It's rare to see a hard-nosed guy like McCollum play with such an edge.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Irving finds Williams. Now Horford. He's covered by Aminu. Nurk with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Williams with the block. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Nobody near Irving. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 10 points.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast breaks, but the D was set up well inside.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Morris comes in for Tatum. Turner passes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's a 2 from Lillard. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And there's the foul. It's on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. Nick Stauskas is checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Irving. He's got 10. To the inside. Baines dishes to Williams. Irving kicks to Baines. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Back to Baines. Tries a 3. Smart misses. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Lillard. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last here tonight. Morris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up. We talk about players working hard, but also being smart. I'm sure there are some training methods, C-Webb, that you think translate well to success on the court.
Good nutrition has become more and more popular. That, along with rest and then cardio, you must be in shape because the game, the pace of the game is so much faster. So, yes, you have to be smart in your training methods, especially for your recuperation, especially for your rehabilitation. If there's any injuries, you want to try to stay fresh while you're giving your all. And that's tough, especially back-to-back in an 82-game season. That can be tough, but it's something that you must focus on, and that's your health.
I can only imagine. Irving attacking. Here's Baines. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Baines has got 8 points.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourself to blame. Box out.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he had that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 1. A basket from Williams.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. For the Trailblazers, Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Damian Lillard. Celtics also with a sub. Nice is checked in. Tipped away. Smart finds Baines. Irving against McCollum. Here's Collins on the mark with the 15-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Yeah, Kevin, great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open eyes.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was hit in it for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Back to Leonard. 1:43 left to play third. The Trailblazers have on a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
McCollum is a natural leader. Strong guy both in the locker room and on the court. A guy you want to build around.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Smart.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And he gets the will. 2 free throws coming up. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they continue the road trip heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for the matchup with the Jets, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with victory.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Bucket is good. McCollum's got 16.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Baines. Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Irving.
And that's just experience. I mean, read the defense perfectly. Just another day at the office for Big Al.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Collins with it. Guarded now by Morris. Inside, Turner. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that.
Morris passes to Tatum. And the three ball is good. He's got 14.
Yeah, and off the catch. Tatum now has a quicker shot release, probably a little better balanced way.
That's tipped. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Trailblazers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Harkless is out there with Turner. And it's Leonard in at the 5. Roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Good chance here for Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Turner's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. Smart kicks to Horford. And he makes that one.
Horford is just remarkable at taking that contact but still finishing through the D. He's a big guy to take the hit.
Passes to Leonard. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for Leonard. Williams checked in for Boston. Nurkic finds McCollum. Buries it down low. McCollum 20 points.
And he can score in a number of ways. I mean, he can burn you. He's an offensive powerhouse. Inside, outside, off the screen, off the curl, the pop back, the layup, the dunk, the three. You name it.
And taken away by Brown. By himself. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
That's amazing, the creativity. And you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. It's stolen by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Portland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Lillard misses.
After a monster first half from three-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Harkless has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is one area where Lillard wants to develop. He knows his team needs his playmaking.
Smart kicks to Williams. Good, and Smart's the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, at some point, though, you might expect one team to go on a run, but this comes down to the wire.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Turner. Harkless with the steal. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 26.
His three-point game's been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Now a timeout called by Portland. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Wow, it's time to switch up their defense because what they've been doing so far is not working.
And Portland making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Irving's checked in for Boston. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He told them to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Williams against Aminu. Here's Horford. Sweet move, and he sinks the layup. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And now Horford pushing it up. No one has to stop him.
Oh, and that's what you expect from your star players. I mean, Horford turns it up, including coming through with the big key bucket.
Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 15 on threes. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That will be foul number 5 on him. Here's Aminu. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And Kevin, you could tell that Aminu's teammates trust him. I mean, especially with these moments to make big shots. He's very calm in these situations.
Irving against Lillard. And a dunk by Horford.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense. They still got to give him some attention, guys.
And it's Lillard missing. Boston leading by 3. Tatum, that's for 2. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Tatum's got 12 points here in the second half.
And we talk about Tatum's demeanor, even killed, focused. That's the guy you want taking big shots.
A nice shot by Irving. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
And Lillard kicks McCollum. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, this is what you want from a fearless player. Welcomes the chance to take important shots.
And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Irving against Lillard. The pass, McCollum. From past the arc. Rebound by Williams.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Tatum's shot is off. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from inside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Horford, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
And while Horford can space the floor, I like him getting inside and using his strength to force the issue.
He doesn't at first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Turner's checked in for Portland.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk over. They're down by 8. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot's good by Turner.
But Turner has a reliable mid-range shot. This is where he likes to operate. He looks comfortable shooting.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Lillard from outside. Here's Aminu. Out to Turner. Three-pointer on the way. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 19 seconds left, fourth quarter. Here's Collins. He dishes it to Stauskas. Collins passes to Stauskas. Kept alive. Outside Turner, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
That was all on them, Greg. I mean, that's a free possession they just gave up.
9 seconds left in the game. Smart kicks to McCaw. Good, and gets the assist.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exit.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. The coach mentioned he wanted to come into this building and do whatever was necessary to win. Did you think you guys had the intensity to get that done?
Yeah, no question. I like the energy from our team from the beginning. To be able to come in here and get a win like this, it feels good.
Great road win tonight, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.